Hello friends, I am Chevy. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope everything is great and fantastic. Everything here is pretty wonderful. We just had like a severe storm warning and then a storm that lasted like 4 minutes. It was pretty cool. I enjoy thunderstorms. But I discovered something today that I neat, but I don't know how to utilize this information. I mean, I do, but I don't. My shop there's two circuits in here. For those of you that don't know, we are not currently inside of a shed. I call this my shed. This is the shed, right? It's been the shed for 5 years now. We're coming up on the 5-year anniversary. And we're actually this is the basement garage of my house. This is a one-car garage that's attached, it's in, my bathroom is right here and my bedroom's right there. But anyway, what I've discovered is there's a circuit up there for garage outlets. And I assumed that was all of the outlets in this garage, but I'm wrong. It's just these outside outlets along this outside wall. All of the inside outlets along this other stud wall run off of a basement outlet circuit, which there's like 4 outlets here, and there's only one other outlet in the basement. It's in a center divider wall. So we're getting ready to finish and drywall a room on the other side of this wall to turn it into a gaming space for Em. She needs to have a place where she can play video games without being interrupted, where she can stream. She's been wanting to do some streaming. She's done some, but she wants to do more. She wants to be able to just have her own space to escape. When the kids are here or when I'm crazy, she can just go into her space and play video games and escape. So we're going to work on that, but we got to get electricity. And I was hoping that we could tap into the basement outlet circuit, and it was just that one outlet, but I was wrong. I have to run a new circuit. I also juggled the idea of putting in a sub panel. The washing machine has its own circuit, and it's 12 gauge, so I believe I could break that out. I could put a 30 amp breaker in the box and put a sub panel in with 2 15 amp breakers, one for the washer and one for everything else. I debated doing that. I don't know. I also thought about running it off the lighting circuit because everything we have down here is LEDs, but I think I'm just going to run a new circuit, which unfortunately means I have to cut into my ceiling because my house was a modular. It came in 2 sections on a trailer, and it wasn't designed to have a basement. I mean, it was designed that you could put a basement under it, but when they sell you a modular, they sell you like a full house, and then you get to figure out, what kind of foundation you're going to put it on, where you're going to put the hot water, all that stuff. So for this particular house, the panel is in my bedroom. It's upstairs. Instead of being down here like a, quote, normal house, all my breakers are upstairs, and in order to get a wire from there to there, I'm going to have to tear out some of the ceiling in here. I have thought about taking that washer wire, since it's kind of a straight shot, and disconnecting it at the box and using it as a fish to pull 2 new wires through and rerun the washer circuit and rerun. But I honestly, by the time I do all of that, I'm basically wasting however long that run is of wire. I mean, I guess I could use it for the outlet, so it's not wasteful. But by the time I do all that, I might as well just cut a trough in this ceiling. There's plenty of holes that I can see through my floor joists to run wiring, and I'll be able to just fish some wire through there. Hopefully, that's the plan at least. But I don't know. I took electrical class 20 years ago. So 20 years ago, I knew code, and I was able to do all. I can still do it. It's not as scary and difficult as everybody makes it out to be, but knowing whether I should fish a wire or cut the ceiling, that's the whole decision-making process that I'm not comfortable with right now. I think I might just cut the hole and just go with it. I don't know yet. I haven't decided, but it's going to happen soon. And I'm debating on whether I think I'm just going to do that stuff. There may be a few particular projects in that room that we have. We have some duct work that, again, because this is a modular, that's 2 halves of the house were bolted together. There's two 2 2x12s spanning the full length of the house here, that were kind of, I think they were also married together with a third 2x12 between them. And so the ducting that runs down this half of the house gets to the other half through some just like that soft stuff that runs underneath the wall. And what that means is on the other side, I have this ductwork that kind of comes out into the room and then goes up into the ceiling because it had to go around that split. So because of that, I'm going to have to put a bulkhead down one side. There's a gas. My gas inlet is in the corner of that room, and I'll have to build some sort of stand out there with maybe an access panel, or I'll make it look like a little built-in closet kind of thing, which probably is the better solution. To be able to access the gas. So there are projects over there that I might film, or I might at least talk about the progress while showing some video. I don't know that I'm going to necessarily try to make how-to videos, because the more that I think about the way that I enjoy filming projects that I'm working on is not necessarily as how-tos. I enjoy just showing the process of making something and letting you figure out if that's something that you want to make, you can figure out how to make it, kind of thing. So when I do that, I might talk about it. I'll definitely talk about it here, but whether I make videos about it or not, that's still to be seen. So for right now, I just have to figure out how I'm going to get electric over there. Do I run a new circuit, cut a hole in my ceiling, run a new circuit, or do I split off and put a sub panel over there? I'm not really sure. We'll see. But we're going to go shopping this weekend. I've got I've got switches and can lights and stuff to put in. I've got a lot of that. I need to buy more outlet boxes, and then we'll be ready for drywall. So we'll see. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for being here, as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends and wonderful people. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Today's word you should know to sound smart is used to see. It is a noun meaning a change in sea level caused by melting of ice, movement of ocean floors, or major deposits of sediment. Global warming is already triggering used to see within the melting of the polar ice caps. Used to see. EUSTASY. What is a major deposit of sediment? How much sediment would have to be deposited into an ocean to cause a noticeable rise in sea level? And how would that happen? Like an entire mountain falling in?